But success requires more than micromanagement. It requires something else. It requires failure. As Tom Watson, IBM's founder, once said, the way to accelerate your success is to double your failure rate. I have always tried to make everyone aware that failure is not a corporate death sentence. Making the same mistake twice is seriously frowned upon. Of course, the same exact thing, but an intelligent stumble is nothing to be ashamed of. To punish failure is yet another way to encourage mediocrity, because mediocrity is what fearful people will always settle for. Again, think of the pointillist painting. One bad dot cannot ruin the painting. You fix it and you move on. However, if people are afraid to take risks with bright and bold colors, then the entire work will be very dull and very bland. If you want to discover inspired ideas, you simply have to accept that you will have to encounter more than a few that don't make the grade. At Disney, we actually encourage failure with something called The Gong Show, which was based on a 70s American, pretty poor television show, reality show. We'd all sit around the table and toss out ideas for movies or TV shows. Outrageous ideas were completely acceptable. After a while, everybody would lose their inhibitions and get into it. Of course, most of the ideas were awful, many were mine, and would deservedly get gonged. It was almost like we were in our own pre-reality show, reality show. After a few hours of this, and I do mean hours and hours and hours, because that really tired everybody down to create creativity, some really great concepts would emerge. The Gong Show worked because it was almost a badge of honor to get gonged. It was also okay to fail. And from this sensibility sprung much of our success. Tolerance for failure was so important in old media companies like Paramount and Disney, and it was going to be vitally important in any new company and any new venture, particularly in the internet, which is also quickly having a widespread impact about just about everything in the human endeavor. As you probably know, in his bestseller book, The World is Flat, Thomas Friedman describes how, for the first time in history, new communication technology is helping to create a level playing field for international commerce. In a sense, the world has been dimensionally shrinking. It was once accepted that our planet was a full three-dimensional sphere. Now, Tom Friedman is saying it's two-dimensionally flat. But I propose what we're actually shriveled down to is just one dimension. The world has become a single dot, as the internet has made it possible for everyone to metaphysically occupy the same time and space. We are all standing on the point of a needle. Until very recently, there were three fixed barriers to human interaction: large distance, time, money, and of course, language. Now, on the internet, communications is instantaneous, it is virtually free, and if you speak different languages, then just log on to translation.com, and you can be completely convergent in anything from Dutch to Japanese.